You know, we're not going to be here forever, and you want to leave it better than you found it. So that's really important, I think, for a lot of us seniors, is bringing the young guys along.
MJ was an extremely competitive individual. And when he signed on to come to Western, he bled red and black. And I don't know that he would certainly be humbled by what is happening, but he would be so excited for what we're doing. It's, the scholarship program he'd be very proud of.
Well, it's pretty much surrounded by MJ. And with MJ's passing, we wanted to keep his name out there. And it all started just sitting around a bar one night and talking about it and talking about MJ and how we could keep his name out there, and came up with the scholarship idea. But then we needed a way to fund it. And that's where Engine 18 started to come into play. It wasn't named that at the time. We had other ideas of doing things differently. Darren he had an old ambulance he was going to buy, and we were going to take it down to the tailgates and do some cooking and charge and, try to make a little money that way.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to build something to put some kegs on and cook a couple burgers and watch the TV, I just like building stuff. And so
as it progressed, next thing I know, we have this. And then the name Engine 18 came up because of MJ's number. His football number was 18. So, okay, now we have an engine. Okay, came together, Engine 18. And that's kind of how it all got started.
One of the reasons that MJ is so all around us with the number 18 and everything is because that young man actually stood for all of the things that we stand for. So to leave it better than you found it, I think, is probably the best way to describe it.
We started with just one scholarship and it's grown to 12. Just the support from not just this community, but alumni, everybody else that's pitched in and helped us with those scholarships. The farmers and ranchers that have given us beef for the handouts. It's been, it's just great for everybody.
The more money we were earning each year, it was a no-brainer for us. We'll give more scholarships. We'll add some more here. We added basketball, we had volleyball, and we're hitting every sport now. And that's really, I think, where we wanted to be as a whole, is hit every sport and help all of the athletes.
the beef handout, there again, Hanlos and I were sitting around one day. He's like, we need, MSU gives out beef. It's like, we need to do that. Okay. So we got a beef. It's like, we need a walk-in cooler. Found one on the internet, went and got it. When we first started, you had to be kind of stingy. You'd say, how many people live in your house? Well, you can have 3 pounds or whatever. Well, now we just open the door and say, take what you want. And the look on those kids' faces is like, really? Like, yeah. I would have loved to have that when I was in college because I got sick of eating deer meat.
Exactly, exactly. That's amazing.
Yep.
It's incredible just seeing it from, obviously the ground up and the impact it's had on many student athletes, whether it's a scholarship, whether it's the beef, whether it's helping a hand somewhere. It's just incredible to see the impact it's made on not only student athletes, but just Dillon and the community as a whole.
It's been a really positive impact for our students. We've been fortunate enough to have a handful of athletes receive the Engine 18 scholarship, and a lot of my athletes on my team, a handful of them are self-supported, so they are paying for their entire college out of their own pocket. They don't have, outside help, so outside of athletic or academic scholarships that they may receive, it's all on their own. So it's been a really big benefit being able to have this resource and have entity that supports our student athletes as much as Engine 18 does.
Going to Western, you get kids from all walks of life. So you don't know that kid's situation, and 10 pounds of hamburger goes a long ways with somebody living off campus.
We're here for the kids, number one. And whatever help we can get from people donating, money, beef, whatever, goes right back to those kids. That's basically what we're here for and what we're doing. So
it's kind of like what Engine 18 means. I mean, it's on the thing there, and MJ, he said it best, leave it better than you found it. And that's it. I mean, I think that's what we're about.
I told Mark we were applying for a United Way grant. I said, write down, we want some money we want a compound. Because these trucks used to be stored at Cottom's, and the dishes were stored in his garage, and this was stored in my garage, and it was a pain in the ass. And so he says, tell me some seed money for a compound. He goes, we'll never have a compound. Like, hold my beer.
I love it. Of course.
Mike Marsh and I said, okay, so we built that truck, raffled it off, community got behind us, here we are.